Hello friends, this is the SunWoman. Welcome to my channel. I am your empathic astrologer and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do your reading for the month of June 2018. This reading is for the Virgo collective. If you'd like a private reading, a personal reading, please contact me at the link below in the information box below this video. So when I was meditating on you, Virgo, there were two astrological transits that are standing out for me. One of those transits is that you have the planet Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn, which is a fellow Earth sign. So any benefit that you get through that placement, is going to be significant for you wherever Capricorn falls in your chart, because it will help you on Saturn's side build something that's going to grow slowly but last a long time. So wherever Saturn is, that's where you can see significant growth. It may take a while for you to see it, a couple of years. You may have to work hard, you may have a lot of responsibility, but Saturn blesses us with something that endures once it leaves a sign. You also have Pluto, which indicates a lot of power for transformation, for deep, powerful transformation for you, that also will last, probably a lifetime for you. So wherever Pluto is in Capricorn in your chart, it is going to be positively aspecting your Virgo sun if your sun sign is in Virgo. Okay. The other thing that stands out for me is the current placement of Neptune. Neptune is the planet of illusion. It's the planet of dreams. It's the planet of the occult, of spirituality. On the negative side, Neptune can talk about deception, the veils that we're not able to see behind, addictions. On the positive side, Neptune can increase your spirituality. It can give you psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, and it can bring you more in touch with God, the Godhead, whatever you worship, whoever you worship. Okay, so on the negative side, you have to be careful about with Neptune in your opposite sign of Pisces. I feel that my Virgos have to be careful about your partnerships, about dealing with other people, making sure that people are who they say they are, making sure that the wool's not being pulled over your eyes, that you're not being fooled or deceived by partners. And this influence is it started in 2012 with Neptune and Pisces, and it's going to go through through 2025. So you want to be able to, make sure you get to know whoever it is that you become, that you are in partnership, and make sure that you and your current partner are on the same wavelength. Okay, that this person is not living a double life, or that they are not someone who has addictions that you're not aware of, okay, because that they can affect your relationship. But there also is, on the positive side, the potential for you to really meet someone or be involved with someone who is going to appeal to you spiritually. There is the potential for really for a relationship that is a deep spiritual connection, where there is the potential for a tantric connection, when it comes to the physical aspect of love and sexuality and sensuality. So finding your twin soul, connecting and reconnecting with your twin flame, it is a possibility under this Neptune transit. But again, you want to make sure that you're not dealing with a false twin. So be careful, know who you're dealing with, for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the specific messages are for you for the month of June. The cards are shuffled. I'm going to cut them. I'm using the Starchild Tarot, the Akashic version. I'll be pulling one card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and I'll be clarifying with the Tarot Everywhere deck. So let's go. You have the Four of Wands covering you, Virgo. You have the Nine of Swords reversed crossing. You have the Knight of Wands at the base of the reading. the distant past. You have the Six of Cups reversed in the recent past. The Queen of Pentacles or crystals reversed, crowning. The Ten of Swords reversed in the near future. You have the Four of Crystals in your thoughts about the situation, your perception. You have the Knight of Cups in the area that rules other people or external influences. The Ten of Wands reversed in your hopes and fears area. And the Ace of Swords reversed in the outcome. And I like to pull two more cards just for clarity. The Chariot and the Queen of Wands, along with that Ace of Swords reversed. And at the base of the deck, wow. Okay, so one of the reasons that I love this deck is that it has an extra card in addition to the traditional tarot cards. It has this card, which is the Akashic Records card. Okay, this is unique to this deck. And whenever this card comes up, and this is coming up at the base of the deck for you, Virgo, we are talking very specifically, very definitely, very surely about a karmic situation that you are living in, dealing with, in the middle of. And so this is a very significant, I feel that June is going to be a very significant, very important time, very important month for you. So the Akashic Records, just a little bit about those. Those are what we believe to be the records that exist in heaven, in the universe, that have all of our deeds, all of our karma, all of our positive, negative actions and deeds throughout all of the lifetimes that we have existed. Okay, if you believe in reincarnation, then you know what the karma that we've incurred through those various lifetimes are written in the Akashic Records. Those have all of the records of humanity and maybe even beyond, our existence through our connection to the Creator. So that's pretty deep. That's pretty heavy. So when the Akashic Records comes up in a reading, it's a very specific indicator that you are dealing with karma, and that either there is a need for you to resolve that karma during this time period, or that there is a karmic connection that you really need to gain better understanding of. And also that there is an opportunity for you to either resolve or to make additional karma here. Okay, so that's my interpretation. You can do some reading about the Akashic Records and have a better understanding, and maybe that will deepen the messages that we receive in this reading. So there's some homework for you, Virgos. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards here. We have the Four of Wands covering you, the Nine of Swords crossing. So I feel like right now many of you are dealing with a home or family situation. Some of you may be in the process of moving, needing to move, changing homes, buying a home, selling one, looking for a new place, or having recently moved into a new home. The Nine of Swords is crossing you, so I think there's a lot of stress, anxiety, maybe some sleepless nights that you've been dealing with this situation, with a home situation, or even just a domestic situation, whether it be a marriage or your home and your family. At the base of the reading here, we have the Nine of Wands. And often for me, the Knight of Wands. I said the Nine of Wands. The Knight of Wands. And so frequently the Knight of Wands for me represents a move. It represents traveling. It represents the need to pick up roots and change location. All right. So that definitely supports the idea that some of you may be moving soon, or there may be some action that is necessary or that's going to take place this month in relation to a home or family situation. The Four of Pentacles is here, and that is your thought process, your perception, your attitude about this situation. And the Four of Pentacles is also a card for me that represents the physical home, the foundation, stability, the actual foundations of wherever you are living. So that could be the foundation of an actual physical home, or it could be the foundations of your family life. Four of Crystals, which is Four of Pentacles, as well as the Four of Wands here. So we're definitely dealing with you. There's a big emphasis in your thought process about home, family, domestic situation. Now, I feel as though many of you are dealing with a situation where you are in some way living in the past, or trying to resolve a past situation that needs resolution. There is, the Six of Cups is reversed in the past. So often when the Six of Cups comes up, right side up, it is happy thoughts about our past, about people in our lives that we grew up with, that we knew, or past experiences, good experiences with our loved ones, nostalgia about our family life, our home life, growing up, siblings, family members. When the Six of Cups comes up reversed, for me this is an attitude of being lost in the past, or not being able to move forward into the future or make changes because you are so stuck in the past, and there's so much focus on that you're losing sight of progress and movement that needs to be made to get out of that mind frame, that mindset. Often the Six of Cups is a soulmate card for me, a twin soul card. So, for me, when you are dealing with the Six of Cups, you could have met your soulmate. With the Six of Cups reversed, it might be a situation where some of you thought you met your soulmate, or thought that a connection that you made was going to be a lifetime connection. This is your twin soul, this is your twin flame, your soulmate, but it has turned out to not meet those needs or those emotional requirements that you have. There's something that is preventing this relationship to develop and to grow, and to make progress. So someone, either you or someone that you're dealing with, could be stuck in the past. Okay, and with this Akashic Records card, I feel as though there is the need for you have to resolve this situation before you can continue on along your journey. Okay, something from the past needs to be resolved. So what is that? Well, let's go a little deeper here. And you know what? Before I move forward with the next card, I'm going to just pull one of the Oracle cards here, Wisdom of the Oracle card, to see what insight we can get and on this reading for you. So I'm going to take this card. Oh wow, okay, interesting. So this is the Orphaned card. Okay, and a lot of times this card comes up in a reading when someone is feeling as though they have been left behind in a situation, or they have been abandoned, or someone has moved on from them, from the connection. It is what it says, orphan. So a lot of you, or some of you, could be feeling as though people that you cared about, people that you were connected to, whether it's family. Again, the concept of family and the home. Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Six of Cups reversed, and now the Orphan card. There's a very strong feeling for me that either ties that were very close are dissolving or have dissolved. Your concept or your perception of what it means to be in a family, to have a family, is changing drastically, and there is a need for you to evolve from whatever that perception is, that is perhaps outdated, outmoded thought process. Okay? So for example, some of you may have children who have grown up, who have moved away, who are going to college or have lives of their own, you know, families of their own, and you may be feeling orphaned in that situation, even though you're the parent. You know, what was used to be close, or what indicated or, you know, represented a strong family tie for you, is no, you know, it has evolved into something else, and you're still caught in the mindset of, you know, when the kids were small and when they depended on you, and you know, the times that were spent together. Some of you could have recently ended a relationship or a marriage. And so now your concept of what family is and was are very different, and you are spending a lot of time reminiscing about what used to be, as opposed to now moving forward in your own life, and creating a new life for yourself. Okay? So crowning here is the Queen of Crystals, the Queen of Pentacles, and she also is reversed. So that is you. Okay, that does represent your earth energy, and so this placement is what, you know, the if the current energies don't change, what is the best that can be expected at this time? So you are reversed, you're upside down, you are caught again in that similar Six of Cups energy. You may be having a difficult time moving forward from what your sense of security used to be. The need to now create your own sense of security, your own foundation, and there may be obstacles to doing that, and delays in that happening. What I was telling you earlier about Pluto and Saturn, they take a long time. You know, Saturn takes what I believe is 2 years to move through signs, and Pluto is the slowest moving planet. So Pluto is going to be in Capricorn for many years to come. But with that influence there, you know, there is the need for you to rebuild something with that Capricorn energy that is trying to you to now build your own concept of home and security and family. And many of you may be resisting that. Some of you may be very focused on the financial aspect of life, maybe in a poverty mindset where you're not feeling like you're going to have enough, or you're not feeling like you're going to be able to take care of yourself. You know, again, with that Orphan card, you know, you may have been connected with someone who you know, contributed substantial financial security to you, and now that relationship has changed drastically, and now you have to create for yourself and stand on your own 2 feet. Okay? There also may be the fear of loss of that foundation, fear of the loss of finances. Whether you're a male or female, you know, you may be needing to pay support, or you may be thinking that, you know, if you are entitled to support, that a previous partner is not going to be able to afford to help you stay in the life that you knew before when you were in that partnership. Okay? So coming up in the near future, we have the Ten of Swords reversed, and I like the Ten of Swords reversed here in the near future much better than being right side up, because what this talks about is you coming out of a sense of difficulty. Okay, you coming to a point where you are allowing these swords to fall away. So the Ten of Swords for me in this particular deck talks about like a cycle, a pattern that keeps going on and on and on, the same pattern going around and around and around without change. And there is pain, there's heartache, there's betrayal, there's stress, there's difficulties. But with it reversed here, I feel that this period of time of difficulty is now resolving for you. So you can anticipate the ending of a cycle of stress, the ending of a cycle of difficulties, okay? Where these swords are really, they are falling away. They are, changing. There is going to be a change coming through for you. Now, in the area ruling other people or external influences, you do have the Knight of Cups, which is a water energy. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio person. This person or this influence on you, interesting to me because you have two knights here. So this is, these are not kings, they're not queens. This is a younger energy, a more youthful energy, or even a more immature energy. But change comes very quickly with these knights. So the Knight of Wands is the need for change in your environment, movement, travel, new passions, new energy coming through, because this is fire. The Knight of Cups is a watery energy, so this is emotional energy, emotional changes. Both of these knights are right side up, which is really good for me because it indicates that whatever changes are coming through, they're coming through very quickly for you this month. Now, the Ten of Swords is reversed, and in this position, we're talking about mid-month, so let's say mid-June. Things starting to resolve or change. I feel that many of you, some of you may have energy around you. It could be male or female, youthful energy. It could be someone younger than you who is perhaps a child, perhaps a sibling. It could even be a partner, someone that you're thinking about romantically, who could be a mature person but has a very youthful personality and outlook on life. And so this person could be inspiring change for you. So for some of you, through an emotional relationship, it could be giving you the inspiration, the impetus to make this move. So some of you may be connecting with this youthful energy, maybe getting involved with a partner who is more than a few years younger than you, and that's going to inspire you to come out of the past and move away from past connections that had caused you some heartache. Some of you may be moving in with someone younger, or meeting someone and deciding that you want to get together and start sharing a life together. Whoever this is, they are a romantic person. They, again, may have emotional, a very emotional delivery to you. They could be a musician, a writer, a poet, a dancer, someone who is in the arts. And they're very expressive. They definitely wear their heart on their sleeve, okay? They're gonna, they're gonna let you know how they feel, but in an emotional way, okay? Send you love messages, do, small romantic things for you. They like to go out, they like to socialize, they like to entertain. So anticipate that this is someone that you can have a good time with, hang out with, and bring this positive energy change into your life, okay? But you have to be receptive to it, of course. You have to come out of this sense of loss or being alone or mourning and grief that, that this particular orphan card represents, and know that you know, regardless of who is around you, Spirit always has your back. Spirit is taking care of you, okay? Whatever you regard as that creative energy, whether it's the universe or whether it is your guardian angels, there is a benevolent energy in the universe that is there to help you, to guide you. So you are a child of the universe. You are made of stardust, you know, which is you know, one of the aspects of this particular deck. You know, to know that we are all made of stardust, that this entire universe is created by and created from. So you are never truly alone, okay? You know, we come into this world by ourselves, we leave this world by ourselves, but we are made of something more than just this flesh and bone that we are, okay? We are part of a universe, and so knowing that and understanding that, you should never feel alone, okay? Or orphaned or not taken care of. We have in your hopes and fears area here the 10 of Wands. So I like this card as well. Here's another 10, talking about the end of a cycle. For me, this is an end of a cycle of struggle and of pressure and of stress. So many of you are really wanting to, you know, get out from under what has been a heavy burden or heavy energy, okay, that you've been carrying a lot of weight and really wanting to lighten up your life. Well, there's no better energy to lighten up your life than Knight energy, whether it's the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Cups, because this is a light-hearted, you know, energy that moves you forward. On some level, it's going to move you. And in the outcome here, we have the Ace of Swords reversed with the Chariot and the Queen of Wands. So this is an interesting combination, because whenever I see the Ace of Swords reversed, what it indicates for me is that there is some truth that you need to accept, recognize, and believe, okay, that maybe is being held from you or held back from you, or that you're not allowing yourself to recognize. The Ace of Swords is that sword, that sword of truth and authenticity. It is the sword of triumph. It is cutting through the veil of confusion, uncertainty, cutting through all of that in order to get to the ultimate truth that's going to set us free. Because ultimately that's what truth does. Whether it is a positive thing, whether it is negative, whether it is something that we want to know or something that we don't want to know, as long as it is truth, it is going to free you. Okay, because if it's a negative thing, at least now you know, and you can move forward authentically and move forward to find something that, you know, that is healthy for you, that is going to be supportive of you. If it is a positive truth, then it is going to support you and it's going to move you forward, and it's going to resonate with you and assist you on your journey. So there is something I feel this month that you are not allowing yourself to grasp or to recognize or to deal with or to accept, that you're going to need to accept before you can truly move forward freely. You have the Chariot here, and the Chariot is wanting to move you forward. Look at this beautiful card. This, I think, is my favorite card in the deck, because, you know, you have this unicorn here, this beautiful horse, but, you know, it does have a horn, so it is a unicorn. It's a mythical creature. But it represents spirit for me. It represents the energy of movement, the energy of progress, of victory. So interesting that you have the Ace of Swords that is reversed, which is a victory card, where you are not allowing yourself to have that victory over what may be holding you back or what may be hidden to you because they're, maybe illusions, as I mentioned with Neptune, especially where partnerships are concerned. You may have to face the truth about someone or something in your life in order for you to take advantage of this chariot energy that is trying to move you along your journey. We are all the fool moving along all the stages of the fool's journey, according to the tarot. So the chariot is wanting to push you forward, okay, to help you make progress, to give you control over your life. Very much the chariot is about control. There may be something in your life that you don't have control of and that you have to accept that. Maybe it's someone in your life that you don't have control over their decisions, their addictions, maybe their illusions, but you may have to separate yourself and move out of that environment or away from that person or that situation by jumping on this chariot and going, okay? And again, that Knight of Wands energy, which is that energy forward and movement. The Queen of Wands is reversed at, in the outcome here as well. And with the Queen of Wands, that is preventing forward movement. The Queen of Wands can be a jealous person, can be a manipulative person. It could be a fire sign energy, so Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But the Queen of Wands for me is someone who is so concerned about other people's perception of him or her. Okay, how the world sees them, keeping up that facade, keeping up that face of, everything is fine, everything is good, the perfect life, the perfect marriage, the perfect family life, when in fact things are crumbling behind the scenes. And so it is this living this life of inauthenticity, not being authentic because you want to keep up this facade for the world. The chariot is telling you that it's time to let that go so that you can live a healthy and authentic life. You will know what that is. The Akashic records are here to tell you that there is some karma that needs to be resolved so that you can move along your karmic journey. So keep that in mind here. Okay, I'm going to draw 3 cards here quickly just to see. I'm going to see in the outcome. I want to know in the outcome what you need to do. What do you need to do to bring that Ace of Swords right side up and to move forward, in victory? Okay, first card is the Chariot. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I'm going to put this card down here. The Chariot. You have the Chariot twice, Virgo. I'm trying to get the angle. Okay, the Chariot twice. You may need to move. You may need to travel. You may need to, again, move from where you are. Chariot is movement. That's a train. So you may have to move, whether it's by horse, by train, by plane, by car, on foot. The Five of Swords. Okay, the Five of Swords is a situation where someone else may have betrayed you, or there may be a victory that needs to be a victory that is there for you to have, but you may have to take that victory by force. Okay, and the Four of Swords, which is a period of healing, detaching yourself from the situation. So for some of you, there may be a need for you to physically move from out of this situation. It may indicate the end of something. There may be a difficult situation that you'll have to face. Okay, the ending of a relationship, the ending of a friendship or a partnership. You may have to, pick up your swords and leave, or you may be leaving people behind. You may have to come to the truth that whatever you were involved in is over. Someone has betrayed you or hurt you, and there's nothing else you can do except you know, pick up your things and start a new life and heal elsewhere. Here's this Four of Swords, this man sitting in the church. He is, you know, he is seeking wisdom. He's seeking blessings. He's seeking solace from you know, whoever is the object of his faith, from God, from the universe. So some of you may need to heal spiritually, end something with that Five of Swords so that you can move forward in victory, and triumph over perhaps a karmic situation that needs to now come to an end. Okay? So this is your reading. This has been a powerful reading for my Virgos. As I said, this June may be a very powerful month for you. I hope that this reading has been helpful to you. Thank you so much for your time spent with me. Again, if you'd like a private reading, please contact me at my website. And as always, I wish you all good things, my dear Virgos. Love, peace, and joy. And I bid you Namaste.